Let's talk microshifts. How this work will unfold for you, most likely how it will unfold for you, are tiny little microshifts in your energy. As we start to move this energy, you will notice shifts around how you hold your body, where tension is in your body. When normally you would notice something was clenched and tight, you'll notice it's not. There'll be tiny little moments that you probably don't give any weight to. They're not going to be big epiphanies of, there'll be some of those too, but that's not where the magic happens. The big epiphanies, they don't create change. What creates ongoing, incredible long-term change are actually little increments that build and build and build. And I call them micro shifts. And micro shifts come from micro habits, but they also just occur organically. They just occur naturally because you've moved the energy out of the subconscious mind that was fueling a certain behavior that you've been wanting to change. Anything from wanting to stop sugar to wanting to stop being attracted to certain men or partners, not wanting to communicate with someone but feeling pressured to or guilted into it. All of these behaviors that we want to change are fueled by some unconscious pattern, some energetic residue that's stuck in us that we need to move. And so when you move it, those behaviors, they just fall away. You don't have to even try to change it. It just happens. So micro shifts, micro habits. An example of a micro habit, we're off the back of you working with your body for the week. So tracking body sensations, you're in your journal, you're writing tight, low, hot, red, however you experience how your body communicates with you. It could also be in pictures. So you might get visions of, you might see someone hanging, neck, tight neck. I don't know how your body will communicate with you, and you'll have your own way and you'll have your own special relationship. Just to reinforce that connection with your body, I've asked you to track your breathing, to notice when you hold your breath, if you hold your breath. And I'm going to give you 3 such simple breathing techniques, such simple, basic. You're going to roll your eyes and think, oh, I've heard this a million times from a million different people. But if you're not doing it, you've underestimated the power of micro habits. So I'll tell you the breathing techniques, and then I'm going to just reinforce what I mean about the humble nature of micro shifts and micro habits. The breathing techniques, the first one is going to be 3-part breathing. So all that means is you breathe in 3 parts. So you breathe in just to your upper chest, and then you take another breath into your lower diaphragm, and then one more into your belly. So it's 3-part breathing, top, middle, belly. Spend 2 minutes doing that. Do it once. I don't mind, but I want you to put it in your daily practice. If that doesn't resonate with you, there's the square breathing, which is just in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. Okay, so you see it's like a square. 4, 4, 4, 4. Hold, out, hold. Easy. And the last one, let me just check. Oh, holding at the top. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, you've got your square, and then you've got your breathing in deeply. Hold at the top of the breath. Exhale, hold at the bottom of the breath. And the purpose of that breath is to just find a point of stillness at the top and a point of stillness at the bottom. So just like Newton's cradle, the things that, you know, the balls that come back and forth, there is a moment where it's perfectly still before it comes back the other way. And even though these are basic, if you think about the energy behind the intention here, again, talking about rituals and intention. So your ritual now is this breathing practice. If you set your intention to hold awareness at the point of stillness after that inhale, and again after that exhale, what are you inviting in? You're inviting in stillness, peace, a moment, a reprieve from the constant motion. So you can see how a little habit, seemingly nothing, is still inviting in an energy of healing to work with. And the last thing I'll say about these micro shifts and the micro habits to really reinforce their power is humility, the humbleness. It is a lost art in a society where everybody's so quick to be telling you who they are and what they're good at and all the reasons. The power of humble, something small, and think about it. I use an analogy later in the course of the archetype of the prince that overlooks the old crone. She's an old witch. And he realizes later she was the princess, but he's dismissed her. If you think about every fairy tale, you've got the golden goose. It's a humble goose. It's a goose. It lays golden eggs. You've got all these heroes, even modern day fairy tales like Harry Potter. He's an orphan. He's this humble baby, humble orphan. But the power that, and all these archetypes and fairy tales, think about the humble character that ends up being incredibly powerful. If you can feel into the truth of the power behind something humble, then you're really going to understand why I keep going on about micro shifts and micro habits. Hopefully you get a sense of what I'm talking about.